Ah no, welcome back to Matchday Live. It's me, Dan, back again, and this weekend, it's the Manchester derby, and it's at the Etihad Stadium. It's Man City versus Manchester United, and obviously we're going to go in and look at the team. So obviously, Martial isn't fit for the game this weekend, so I reckon it will be Greenwood yet again up front, and Rashford on the left-hand side. I thought Jesse Lingard played well against Tottenham, so I think he will keep his position. And then obviously Fred and McTominay. I thought Fred and McTominay had a really good game against Spurs, and obviously Dan James, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire. I went for Williams this time because Ashley Young, he looked really bad. Well, he looked. I don't know if I think. I hope Solskjaer does play Williams, because I thought I think he will have a good game against Man City. Hopefully he'll have a good game against Man City, and then obviously De Gea in net. So let's play a match, and let's talk about the last league result, which was on Wednesday. And obviously on Wednesday we beat Spurs. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. We beat Spurs 2-1. It was a really good game from United. United were just so we were just so dominant, and Spurs didn't even get started, and it all started in the first half, where United got our first goal. We won the game 2-1, if you didn't know, but yeah, we got our first goal through Rashford, who was Rashford on the left-hand side. He was just had a shot. I think it was a quick 1-2 with Lingard or someone like that. I can't remember who the player was, but it just goes towards Rashford, and Rashford goes in, and he gets his goal. It was just a powerful shot. Then Gazaniga, the Spurs goalkeeper, did save it, but it went onto the post, and this time he did actually get his goal, and it went onto the post and went in. So that was 2-0. Oh, what? That was a bit of a lucky goal, I'll tell you that. Yeah, we got the first goal, and then obviously from that, Old Trafford was rocking after that. I didn't expect it. I don't think I expected it to go in, but it was just one of them random shots. A goalkeeper shouldn't get beaten at the near post, but yeah, it's just one of them ones where maybe on a different day the goalkeeper would have put it out to the side, but we'll take it anyway. So that was 1-0. And then obviously after that, Rashford was on a rampage. He was really in form that first half. United could have had another goal. It was I believe it was Greenwood. It was Dan James on the right hand side, put a great ball in to Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard laid it off towards Greenwood, and Greenwood's shot was saved from the goalkeeper. So that was really nice. Oh, look at that, 2-0. Yeah, after that, United did have another shot from Rashford. Rashford got a bit of space in that, I'd say 25 yards out. Really good save from the goalkeeper yet again, but if that went in, oh my, yeah. Put it this way, United could have been 3-0 in the first half. It was probably our best half of the season. But it didn't end well, to say the least. Tottenham grew into the game right before half-time, and obviously from that they did get a goal. It was a great goal from Dele Alli. It was just a cross from Vertonghen, and I can't remember who it was at the back post. I think it was Aurier or someone who had a shot, and De Gea saved it with his legs. And then we failed to clear it. I think it's Ashley Young does ball watches, and he doesn't get the ball right, and unlucky Greenwood. Yeah, it doesn't get the ball right, and Dele Alli just puts it with a great touch, gets it past Fred and Ashley Young, and obviously he goes on to score past De Gea. It was a really good touch, it was a really good goal from Dele Alli. I'm not going to make that. VAR did have a look at it, because obviously it did brush his arm, but I think if they would have give it, if they wouldn't give it, it was one of them ones where, yeah, again, if it brushes the arm, it's not a goal. But I don't know, it's just one of them ones where they need to make a decision on it, because obviously it's kind of like the same against that was poor from Greenwood. It's pretty much like the same thing against Sheffield United or someone like that. Oh, what? Get it. We're winning 3-0. How the fuck are we winning 3-0? Anyway, yeah, so on to that. Dele Alli scored and we went into half-time 1-1. I was thinking, all right, here we go. You know, Spurs are going to click on now. But actually, it was the opposite. It was pretty much the opposite. United, yet again, started the first half, second half, much better of the two sides. And we got the second goal, which was a penalty, which was definitely a penalty. Well, it was a bit of a harsh penalty. But United did get it in the end, and yeah, United did get it in. Got the VAR convinced it was, and even a referee gave it, so it's definitely a penalty in the end. So it was a foul on Rashford. I think it was either Sissoko or who was it? I think it was either Aurier or Sissoko. I think it was Sissoko. He just got the other side of. Rashford got the other, just outpaced him, and he got into the box and got fouled. So yeah, that was really good. Oh, this should be 4. That should be 4. Oh, what a save! What a save! So yeah, we got the goal. Great penalty pretty easy penalty from Rashford. To be honest, he saw the goalkeeper go one way and just placed it in the other. So yeah, that was Maguire. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, so that was the second goal, and then after that we had a couple chances. I think it was. I'm trying to think. I think it was Dan James. He had a couple shots from outside the box. One was straight at the goalkeeper. The second one was a great. Try to place it yet again into the corner, but I think Gazzaniga had it covered. And then after that, I do believe United did come out with I don't know. I think Spurs got into the game a bit more. I think they made a substitution, didn't they, and brought on Eriksen and kind of changed the game a bit. I was going to say, what a goal that would have been from Aguero. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that game. You could say United could have maybe got that a third, but yeah, it's just one of them games where Spurs didn't turn up, and even Mourinho said in the press conference after, United deserved to win the game. They were more aggressive and stuff like that. So it was nice to hear from Mourinho to say that about United, because United, last couple of games we haven't started well, and this game we did, and I just hope that we didn't use most of our energy for that game, for this Man City game, because we got to be better. We got to be better, and try and be more aggressive against Man City as well. So if we can do that, do that against, like we did against Tottenham, I wouldn't be surprised if we could get a goal against Man City this weekend. But obviously Man City, the last game before at the weekend, they drew 2-2 with Newcastle, I do believe. And I thought, they were lucky there not to lose. And then, obviously, in midweek, they had Burnley and they thrashed them 4-1. So that was a bit annoying, because I would have thought, Burnley might have got a draw against them as well. But yeah, again, obviously, Man City, they haven't been good this season. I think they're 8 points behind Liverpool at the moment. So personally, I think it's Liverpool's title to lose, which does annoy me, because obviously I don't want Liverpool to win the league, but I don't know. It's going to be hard to catch Liverpool and Man City. I think Man City. Well, I could say Leicester are one of the teams who are behind Liverpool at the moment, but I think Leicester will calm down eventually. Once the Christmas period gets all up and running, they will struggle. I think Liverpool will struggle as well, because they got the Club World Cup and still got one more Champions League game, I do believe. And have we got one more Champions League, Europa League? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got AZ Alkmaar, haven't we, at Old Trafford, if I'm not too mistaken, next week. But yeah, obviously Man City, they won 4-1. They will be without Aguero. There is talk of, their centre-back situation is a bit shit at the moment. They've been playing Fernandinho. I can't say his name. Fernandinho, there we go. he's been at centre back and he's been good for them. But obviously, it's been. I think some players have been poor for their team, and obviously, if United can, if United can get a goal, like rattle them, I wouldn't be surprised if United could win this game. But on the off the off chance, I just can't see it. They've got really good players. They've got Bernardo Silva, who's a good player. Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne, probably the best centre midfielder in the Premier League. He probably is the best centre midfielder in the Premier League. Obviously, Sterling, he's good. I absolutely hate Sterling, by the way. I absolutely loathe him, but he's just been good for. When he's playing for England, I don't mind, but when he's playing for Man City and he's playing well, it's it should be goal. Should be. Oh, really? Once he plays good for Man City, he's unbelievable for Man City at some point. But I don't know. United will just have to, get a good. If we can get a good start against them, get an early goal, try and break them down, try and get a second goal. If we can get an early goal, I reckon we'll win the game. But I can't see that. I reckon United would. We'll probably go with the back three, like we did against Liverpool. And I hope they don't play Phil Jones at the back if they play a back three. But let's just hope, United. If we can get a point at City, I would take that. But I've got a funny feeling. It might be one of them games where, United don't turn up and probably will lose a game. Hopefully not by a big margin. But if we can get a draw, say like a 1-1 draw, I'll be happy with that. But I'll be happy with a 1-0 victory as well. But let's just hope that United can. If we can start really well, I'll be happy. If we play like we played against, if we can get a goal, play like we did against. Get the ball. Oh, if we can get a goal early on, like we did against Tottenham, I think we can rattle Man City because, like I said, they ain't been the best this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if. If they do drop points against us, but how many points it will be, I'm not too sure. But it's going to be a hard game whatsoever. It's always a hard game when we go to City, especially last couple of years as well. But yeah, so I've won 4-0, but obviously I can't see that happening. I'll be very surprised. I'll be, I won't bet on it just to say that. But I'm gonna go 1-1. I reckon United will score, but I reckon City, they'll be too strong and they probably will get a late goal late on. But I'll take a 1-1 draw. But I'll take a 1-0 victory as well. But I just can't see it happening. Man City have been good, and I don't know. It's gonna be a hard one for United. But anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end it here. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So I'm going. Bye. I know, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Hit me up on Twitch and Twitter, and don't forget to watch the playlist down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.